It's because I can't have a rambling and then immediately go into it because when it comes to editing, it's just gonna sound weird.
Hi guys, welcome to
No.
episode 2 of Kanye Studies. We have a special guest here, Michael Conroy. I think we're gonna have a pretty good episode coming in here. He's gonna have some great commentary.
All right, so
thank you,
Michael.
Michael.
Before we get started, we just want to we want to know a little bit about you.
Yeah,
so the audience knows.
Let the audience know.
I'll ask you a few questions.
All three viewers.
What is your favorite color?
Light blue.
That's
all
terrible.
Right, a good color. A good color. There we go.
We're
terrible. Off to a good start.
Light green boys all the way.
Green?
Dude, light green.
Light
color. That's not true, dude.
Let's move on.
Green.
Two colors.
In the words of "Don't hug me, I'm scared." Green is not a creative color.
You got purple and you got red, and that's it. That's
dude. Yeah, purple is insanely good.
Dude, light purple, pretty good.
Purple is the Tom Brady of colors.
We got a short time span. Let's move on. Next question.
You
do? Okay. Next question. What do you like to do, Michael?
I like to play piano. I don't know if you know.
I didn't actually.
We got a musician in here. All right. There we
go.
You're the first musician on this podcast.
Question. Have you ever aggressively slapped a man's ass while wrestling?
Kane, don't even start.
Hey, it's a yes or no. It's a yes or no question.
It's a yes or no. Just a yes or no.
Just answer the question.
We're asking the questions.
Yes, I have aggressively slapped him.
Okay.
Would you like to explain? Okay, well,
you know what? No context needed. We get it.
Okay.
No. A connection to this question. I would like to say, how did your parents react when you came out as gay? It's a very courageous thing to do. I know.
I think.
What was their initial reaction? How did you handle that?
Here's what I think. I actually didn't come to them. They came to me because I was so straight and so masculine that I thought I was just. It was an act almost because I'm just so straight and masculine that they thought I was gay.
Fair
okay,
enough.
so
speaking of straight and masculine, I'd like to bring something to the attention of our viewers. If you watched the last episode, you saw the thumbnail. A great drawing by Jason Carmona.
Absolutely beautiful.
But I'd like to
think one of the greatest drawings I've ever seen.
I'd like to point out that if you notice, Jason's character looked a little bit different than the rest.
I would say I looked pretty good. I would say Ben looked really good. Kane looked really good. But Jason, explain yourself.
What do you mean? What's wrong?
Dude, the
sunglasses, a beanie, or open-toed shoes.
Huh? Okay. All right, let me explain something, asshole. Let me explain something, right? So I'm looking like a homeless fuck because it's quarantine. I don't need to dress up for anybody. Second, I was like, hey, I'm gonna give Ben some Yeezys, and I did. I'm like, oh damn, it would be really cool if I matched with some other Yeezy merch. So I have Yeezy slides on. All right, come on.
Here's the thing though. You gave yourself glasses, you gave yourself a beanie. Why could I have not gotten like a nice chain or something like that?
Listen,
why do you get the extra stuff?
First off, it was a color choice. It was a color choice. I have glasses.
It was a color choice.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Show a beanie right now. Show a beanie. Show me a beanie.
You saw me wearing a beanie. These motherfuckers always see me wearing a beanie.
When have you ever? Kane, do you remember him wearing a beanie?
Dude, Jason.
Jason, a fool.
Okay,
he doesn't know what a beanie.
Hold on. I have seen Jason wear a beanie.
Someone server mute this kid. He comes on our podcast and calls us liars. What is this?
You're just gonna interrupt me like that in the middle of my sentence?
Let's move on. Let's move the fuck on.
Okay, I still have one more question. There's still one more question. Come on, Michael.
Right, please.
What is your family's yearly income?
Next question.
Hey, all right. You know what? That was a little touchy. Who did your parents vote for?
What is this?
There is a right answer.
I will not speak, but I will just say our family is more left-leaning.
Dude, Jason's extremely right.
I'm literally a fucking conservative. Me and Me.
It's like a conservative
Bleep,
podcast.
bleep that out.
Is
Bleep
a
this out.
disease to you, isn't it?
Bleep this out. Me and we're literally talking about conservative. We love being
God.
Republicans. Bleep,
Yeah,
bleep
just-
out the fucking name.
No name dropping, bro. Okay.
All right, fair enough. So, Michael, it's good to have you on the podcast. What have you been up to lately? What's
This
What's
is
going
my first podcast. I've never been on.
How'd you
on one.
feel? Nerve wracking? A little shell
No.
shocked?
Feels like a
little bit
It feels
Feeling
like I'm
some
wasting my
jet
time.
lag.
It feels like I'm-
starstruck?
It feels like I'm wasting my time.
Yeah, we flew you out all the way to Illinois, and you're not treating us right so far. Not really trying to answer our questions, but it's cool.
You said you had a story you want to tell, Michael?
I did.
All right, go ahead.
What? What are
The
you
floor is
talking about?
yours.
Let's
You had a story.
What
You-
story?
You
Some-
said you had a story.
A story.
I need you to preface. What was the context of me saying it?
You
Just
said
tell the
you
story.
said yeah, you were
A
like,
story?
"Oh, I'll be on the
Text us.
podcast,"
Yeah.
and then you said,
What?
"I got a story to tell." Michael, are you gonna? You really don't remember this?
I'll tell you this story.
Tell us it.
I have a Bills Plays coupon right in front of me,
Uh-huh.
and Brook Park would always hand these out, and I've held on to it for about like 5, I don't know, like years and years. But it would only give out $5. But what kids would do is that they would just take a pen and put a 1 in front of the 5. And I found this in like the back of my drawer. And about like a couple weeks ago, I put a 1 in front of the 5. So I have a $15 like 10-year-old coupon to Bill's Place that I need to use.
See, I don't know. Would
How would
would
that
that
even
not
work?
expire? Would that not expire?
It probably has.
There is no expiration date. It's like a yellow piece of paper. It's
You
not
know
like-
what though?
it's not a gift card.
So you're basically a hoarder. Okay.
All right, so our podcast just got ass blasted, but we're back.
Which is good because Jason made some really sexist jokes, and so now we don't have to really edit them out.
And homophobic and anti-woman.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It was.
All right. Let's not talk
we
about
tried
the
to
black
calm
guy
him
joke.
down. He kept screaming.
Conroy.
It was bad.
Conroy, can you repeat that black guy joke you made? You know, the one about the batons and the guy walking on the sidewalk?
Oh, shit.
Okay, hold on. I'm being framed.
All right. Any
as the special guest. I never
so
expected to be treated with such
back to
disrespect.
where we were.
Special is a strong word.
Did you guys ever have any fucking teachers that were like really like
Yeah.
assholes? Elementary school, maybe?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to think. I had some really asshole teachers. Do you remember like those? I'm gonna sound so gay saying this. Do you remember like those like ball yogurts that they used to have? I don't know how to explain them. One time
Ball
there was
yogurts?
it was like these little balls, and they were like yo-yos, something like that.
Oh shit! I know what you're talking
It's like
about.
it
I
was
have no idea.
discontinued because I
No,
don't
no.
remember it ever.
You know the
Hey,
things at the zoo?
Pull up
the,
a picture,
All right, I'm pulling it up.
No,
The
it wasn't like
Orby
that. It
orb
was like
things.
I
You know what I'm talking
you
about?
mean.
The Dippin' Dots.
dude.
It's
Those
not
are
dots.
amazing.
Those
Dude,
are
Dippin' Dots
amazing,
are
fire.
but that wasn't
They
it.
have those
Dude.
in.
You have to let
Go
them
ahead,
melt
those
a
are
little
like-
bit. You have to let them melt a little bit, you know?
I just
Yeah,
don't think
yeah.
you have to be soft.
So
you
this-
have to
deal
get the
with it.
creamy.
okay.
What the fuck?
Let me,
Egg
let me get
king?
back to what I was talking about. That wasn't it at
It's an
all.
egg.
Probably not. So I just had this like discontinued candy from like early 2000s, and I was like eating them, and this like kid was like, "Hey yo, I'm gonna guess some." I'm like, "No, this is mine. My mom gave them to me." And then he chased me around, and then my fucking teacher, my kindergarten teacher, who was a female, keep in mind, she just yelled like a fucking man. She's like, "You two, over here!" And then we had to go over there, and we had to sit right next to her because she said I was running. Son of a-
But you were running.
She was.
Dude, you were
she was a
literally
strict
asking for it.
motherfucker.
Oh,
Okay,
dude,
Not wrong.
That's your story about an
No,
asshole teacher.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
dude, I
I'll
have
tell you
an
about an
teacher
asshole
story. I have
cafeteria
an
lady.
asshole-
All right,
Okay.
it's fine. Let's continue. Asshole cafeteria person.
Yes.
Are we talking
Okay.
about the
So
sandwich lady?
yes, the sandwich lady. She literally gained that title by, and I'm not exaggerating. Like everybody in Brook Park, and keep in mind this Brook Park was grades like 1 through 5. And what was her name? Mrs. Moskis.
Mrs. Moskis.
Dude, oh wait, I probably shouldn't have said it, but whatever. But her last name, even like it sounded mean.
It's
Like,
scary.
Like the last name was mean, and I don't know what was like what kind of stick was lodged in her ass, but she would. I'm not even kidding. She would walk
No, you're
like
right.
lunch table to lunch table, and like reach over and lift open each kid's lunchbox.
No,
to,
I
like,
don't know if what she did was
search.
legal. Like,
I mean, it's not illegal.
no. She would like one time she took my lunch out of my backpack, and then she started unloading it to find if I had my sandwich hidden. I don't know if you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, dude.
Why
she
would
would
you have to
search
hide
for
a sandwich?
sandwiches. She would search for
dude,
sandwiches
because she was like
obsessed
really
with
keen
finding
on.
sandwiches.
She wanted to make sure we didn't eat our dessert before our
Yes.
sandwich.
What?
Yes. And
Yeah.
like, if you didn't have a sandwich, if you didn't bring a sandwich to lunch, she would get pissed. And she's like, "Where's your sandwich? Why didn't you bring your sandwich?" And kids will only have to say, "I didn't bring a sandwich."
No, there'd be kids on the verge of tears because she'd be like, "Eat it," and they're like, "Oh, I don't have it."
Like,
Jesus.
and like that, like that's not even like that farly like exaggerated. Like,
No, that's like no lies here. There's no lies.
yeah,
Dude,
dude,
kids hide their sandwiches like in their backpack just so they wouldn't.
yeah, I don't know if it was because like some kids didn't want their sandwich.
Maybe she had like a traumatic experience. Like maybe she was stranded on an
That's
island
fucking
and like
insane.
You know what? I'm surprised, Kane, our lunch table didn't get in like more trouble in like 8th grade.
They really didn't do much.
8th grade,
Dude, in 8th grade? Dude,
No, I
8th
mean,
grade?
no, I'm not saying we didn't do much. I'm just saying like the teachers didn't do much because like
Yeah.
we just like sit around and we did this one thing where I forgot what we called it. Okay, we did a few things. So I'm gonna go, I guess, from the apples first. So every day, this one kid would bring an apple, and we would go through this ritual where
Isn't this-
everyone it would like clockwise.
Yeah.
It starts with him.
Oh my god,
Everyone just takes a shot at the apple, like
I hate
boom.
this.
It's like roulette.
it's so
Yeah,
it's so fun. It's so fun.
And, like more and more, we just try to smash the apple, and whoever did it would have to like clean it up, and we'd be like, "Oh, this guy smashed the apple." And like every single day, the teachers would come up to us and be like, "Stop smashing apples." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then the next day, we'd bring them their apple and smash it.
Dude, remember that time in fucking 7th grade? For some reason, everyone just thought it was like a fucking celebration to pop a bag. Like everyone's just eating, and all you hear is a boom, and then everyone's like, "Yeah!"
Oh my god!
Dude,
Do you
okay,
guys remember the school shooting threat?
From
Like
sophomore
a
couple
couple years ago.
Oh,
Sophomore
yeah.
year.
8th
So
grade?
I was in B lunch. I was
Yeah,
in
dude.
B lunch.
Hayes and I were in that lunch too.
Oh,
Yeah,
put
it was
that
like-
meme.
We, like,
Here,
walked
Kane.
in,
It was like
arms,
Kane,
yeah,
go
we'll,
find that
we'll
meme.
pull the meme.
connected, like
We'll pull
praying
the
for our
meme up.
lives.
Well, no, yeah, we were like sitting there like all tense. A lot, no, because I'm walking out, right? I'm walking out of Spanish class, and I'm walking down the hallway, and there's a mob of kids leaving the door. Like there's like 30 kids clogging the door trying to get out, and Michael, special guest star Michael, walks past me. He's leaving lunch. He slaps me on the back and he says, "Good luck in there, buddy." Good luck in there. And so we're sitting in the lunch like. Normally our table's like, we're making jokes, we're smashing apples, all that shit. And we're just kind of like, oh yeah, Fortnite's fun lately. Like we're very, very quiet.
Dude,
and then
man,
it gets to the time period where we're supposed to get shot and we don't get shot. And dude, the cheers at our lunch table, I don't know if we've cheered louder. I don't know if I
Dude,
'Cause-
I was on a table with Trino and Kane, and we were just like holding hands, and we were like, "Well, it's been nice seeing you guys."
Yeah, Fred.
And I was like still like monitoring every like doorway. I'm like, I was making sure I had some sort of exit. I was thinking
Yeah,
like,
dude.
no, because that shit is
like-
nerve wracking.
it
The
is.
FBI
Like-
got involved in that. The FBI had.
FBI.
There was like the
an
bulletproof vest
investigation.
guys walking around.
Was it that dumb Mexican kid that like made a bunch of bomb threats?
It was. You know what? Yeah, he. You know what? He was obviously really because
He's
he
fucking-
was really good like programmer, and he like would have he like pinned his location in like some obscure location in
Indiana, I think it was.
You mean he had
Yeah,
like a
Indiana.
VPN basically?
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, he was able to anonymously, and it
And
took
everyone
him a
started, like-
while to track him down. He obviously like, covered his footsteps for like
Dude,
at
like-
least a little bit.
Why
And
the
there's,
hell
like,
did
a
they make
free
us go
campaign
to
of
that
him.
lunch though?
Yeah, it's kind of
Like they're like, oh, you know what? There's gonna be like a shooting, but you know what? Fuck it. Just go to
That's
lunch,
fucked,
kids.
man.
It'll
That
be
is
fine.
fucked.
They wanted us
Dude,
to
that's messed
die.
up. They had
Could you
one
imagine
cop
if we get
standing in the middle of the
shot?
whole lunch table, and they're like, "Yeah, he'll
Dude.
protect everyone."
Imagine if a guy comes in and like bodies us. If he comes in and bodies us, like they're like, sadly, there's nothing we could do. We lost a bunch of children today. It's like, bro, no.
Yeah, there were literally a bunch of teachers standing by the exits, making sure we didn't escape. The kids were gonna
They're
run.
trying to lock us
Okay.
in.
Hold on. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but like, didn't they offer kids to leave? Or was
No,
that like
they were like, "Don't leave."
Was that some other
they
day?
offered you the opportunity to call your parents to pick you up. Hey,
Yes.
if you want to leave,
To
to
Yeah.
tell
tell
your
them
parents.
you love them.
That's what it was, man. That's what it was. It was like, yo, if you want to say you love your parents in case you die, you can. If you want to take an absence today, you can check yourself out. You can call your parents to check you out.
You had to go.
But yeah, we're gonna barricade the doors.
We're
to make
giving
sure
you
can't
guys
get
a
out.
brief 5-minute period to pray before you all get your head shot off.
And there were like multiple memes, like anonymous memes or like, distributed, I guess you could say. Like there was especially this one, it was Peter Griffin. I remember, if you remember the meme, it was like he is like looking at the camera and he's like in mid sprint, he's like, don't go to X location at Y time, worst mistake of my life. And it was like it was RV at like 11:15 a.m. like right during, or like 11:45.
B lunch, baby, B lunch.
Whenever B lunch was. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I was
I've never been to
contemplating.
B-Lunch.
I was contemplating.
Neither.
'cause I
B
know-
lunch is the best one for sure.
A and
Yeah.
C.
Okay. A is
He's
good.
cheating.
A is
It's
Nah,
breakfast,
A is the
bro.
worst.
That's
A is
breakfast
the
too.
A is the worst
No,
lunch, dude.
No, dude, C is trash because all the food's gone.
That's
Yeah.
No, okay.
Dude,
if you're a hot lunch dude,
Double
C is
chocolate chip
trash,
cookies.
But
Kane?
if you bring your lunch, C is the best one.
Yeah.
I
okay.
haven't brought a lunch. I've never brought a lunch to school. I've always bought.
Let's talk about lunch fights.
No.
Were there any
Lord.
memorable ones?
I've never seen one. I've
The
never
lunch
seen
never
fight.
seen-
We've always.
Oh shit! Yeah, I saw a lunch fight.
Okay.
It wasn't great, but two guys who are going to remain unnamed. I mean, one of the guy had a pretty good swing, and he smacked him in the face. Guy fell down, and he just started kicking him on the ground.
Ah,
And
Was it outmatched or was it like even?
it's probably even.
well,
What
I almost
grade
got
were
into a
they?
lunch fight, dude. I almost got into a lunch fight that I wasn't even trying to be a part of.
What the fuck?
I was just like, I was just messing with someone at our table. I like got up on him. I was like, "Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" The classic thing. It's just like how you mess with people. And one of his like buddies, one of the guys who fucking like does drugs with him or whatever, gets up from his table and just like shoves me. And he does like an anime pose in front of his friend. Like he's like, "You want to go? You want to go?" I just started laughing.
What?
This guy just tries to. Oh, dude, the guy is like fucking like 5'5".
Okay, listen.
And he,
I'd understand.
Dude, aren't you like
That's funny.
5'4"?
yeah, he's only 1 inch taller than me. Yeah.
I'd understand. That's funny. It's like you're just like laughing and joking with your friends, and some fucking like Oompa Loompa comes over. He's like, "You wanna go? Come on, buddy. You wanna go?" Defending his fucking
Like,
taller friend.
Well,
Like, come
when
on.
something like so awkward happens, like just so cringy and awkward, and you just don't know what to say, you just laugh.
I mean,
That was kind of what it
maybe.
was.
I've technically been in a fight.
I feel like
What?
I feel like I didn't know. No, I didn't know that.
When I
You've been to you've been to real
when I
fight.
was strangled.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With who?
How did that happen?
When? When?
How did that
This was sophomore year, freshman year, freshman year.
happen?
No, dude, it couldn't have been freshman year because we were in the same gym class freshman year.
No, I switched second semester
Second
Oh,
semester,
because
yeah.
I remember being called to the principal's office during my draft CAD class.
Like, was it getting pretty aggressive or?
It was really funny. So we're just playing basketball in gym, and this kid who, probably has something wrong with him
Like
mentally.
sped or mentally ill. Like
Not-
just like mentally
not like-
unhealthy.
Um,
A couple views
neither.
unscrewed.
He's not
Just like
yeah,
social shit. Like social shit.
Yeah, I mean,
A socially inept person.
mixed with like anger issues.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So we're just
Okay.
playing basketball, and that's it. And he's just really aggressive. This was back in like my
Hate those
basketball
kids.
prime. So he was just driving to the hoop, and he was just driving, just putting up terrible shots. And every time he drove, I just pickpocketed him, and that's it. I was having fun with it because I was like whooping him. There was a lot of people. It was like a 4v4, and so he gets angry, and then people are like, "Come on, like stop just running in there." So basically, I'm the one guarding him because he's a bigger dude.
Come on.
He's taller. He weighs more than me,
Yeah.
and he chucks up a nasty shot just right off like the top of the backboard. No chance of going in. So I just box him out, and I'm gonna go for the board. He wraps his arm around my neck and puts me to the floor.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
But then he released after like 2 seconds.
After realizing that he was in full rage mode.
Yeah,
And he was
and
using 100 pounds.
So the teachers are all in this one corner, like on the court. It was in the field house, and we were on like court 1, and the teachers were all in the corner by the door, and none of them saw it, which is insane. But yeah, so he just
Did you
walked
snitch?
away.
Did you tell?
No, but he walked away, and he was just pacing back and forth, kind of scary. But I thought it was kind of funny. So a couple days later, I get like sent to the principal's office. And I'm like, fuck, like obviously there's something wrong with this kid. They're gonna say I'm bullying him. I'm so fucked. And then I'm like preparing a script in my head of what to say. And he's like, so I get to the principal's office. He's like, so I understand you were strangled? And I was like, yeah, I was. He's like, why didn't you tell your parents or anyone? And I was like, I didn't really feel like I was in danger. He's like, why didn't you sock him? And I was like, yeah, no.
No,
You
he did
sock
not.
him.
Yeah.
Dude.
Wait, don't
That's
you
pretty
also
cool,
get in
though.
trouble if you like throw punches?
I mean, why would I get in trouble? I'm being
Wait.
strangled.
No, that's what they always
He-
do.
he
That's
said
what I always
that?
heard.
Yeah.
He said
If
that?
you retaliate, you can still get in trouble. I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
That's
I could get in
crazy.
trouble.
Hey,
but
that's a respect to him, though.
Yeah, no.
Respect for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least
No.
he's like human. Understands.
yeah.
Facts.
And
I have-
then, oh, wait.
Wait, Matthew, go ahead because I have a story after that.
Yeah, then that was kind of it. There was something else I wanted to say about the story, but I don't remember. But I didn't get into any trouble. It was kind of funny.
Nice.
But the
That's like a rare
reason
time when you don't get in trouble, too.
the reason he found out, because I didn't tell anyone. I only told my friends because it was funny. He was like, yeah, someone I can't say the word.
Anonymously.
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 Reported it on the website, and I was like, I don't know who would have done that.
Your
Oh, and then
teammates?
he brought up, he's like, yeah, and it was confirmed by looking at the security cameras. And he's like, how did the teachers not see this? And I go, I have no idea.
Dude, we just learned that the teachers are inept. Because first we have the ones that are
We
like
got
blocking us from
fucking
leaving
barricaded.
after I'm about to get shot. And then we have the ones that just like do not protect the students as they're getting strangled on the gym floor.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys.
Yeah, if he dies, he dies.
What is that from? What is that from?
It's
It's
Rocky
from,
IV.
Rocky.
Yeah, Rocky 4.
Ivan Drago.
Yeah,
Russian
the
dude.
Russian. The Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah, continue.
Well, I was going to say, there's another funny story about the kid. We were doing Russian
Oh.
twists in gym,
Oh.
and, we're just doing them. And whatever. He just makes the loudest fart ever. Dude,
Oh my
it was
God! Wait.
so funny. It was so funny because with Russian twist, your butt's kind of up in the air, and the teachers just counted out yours. So one of my friends looked at me. He was like, "Was that you?" I was like, "No." And then everyone realized who it is, and he puts his hands up and he goes, "Sorry, guys." That was my ringtone.
Dude, this guy is like a fool in gym class because this same dude. So he's got, you know how he has kind of like a squad, like he's kind of like the leader of like his boys.
Dude, he's got a
He's got like his
gang.
boys.
He's got
Quick
a
disclaimer, it
He's
was
got
not
like a
his
mini.
ringtone.
He's got like a mini. He's got like a mini gang. So he was like throwing one of these squishy balls, like up and down, and he kept throwing it off the wall, and like his buddies would like go run and get it and throw it back to him. And he just like for some reason just whips it as hard as he can, and it pops on the wall, and all like the fucking like fluid is seeping down.
I remember that.
And the gym teacher is like, "Okay, clean that shit up, clean it up." So he gets like a paper towel and just starts like wiping it while we're doing our stretches. And then he gets up like halfway through. We all like forgot he was over there, and he just like he draws all of our attention. He goes, "Excuse me, everybody. Do not touch the fluid on the wall. Hand is on fire right now." And he walks out of the room and he doesn't return.
Dude, it sounds like
He never returned.
He didn't come back to class.
Is he in your grade?
Yeah.
I
remember
never.
Yeah, he is.
That is
I
You
believe
need to
so.
show
I
me a
believe so.
picture. I can't.
He was near. He's near our table. He's always watching like Smash videos.
Smash.
dude. He's on that grind. He's got one of those combos.
He's a slave to the grind. Slave to the grind.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, wait, Jason. You have something to say?
No, go.
I have a pretty funny story that like originated in the gym. God, what was it called? The field house, and it kind of has to do with like the principal's office, and it's really funny. Or I thought it was at the time. So I was approached by like these two girls, and they were like, "Hey, Michael, I have a question." And like, "Oh yeah, what's up?" And it's like, "What's the name of that one guy?" And then they told me his name, but they were asking for his last name. And they were like, "He's being really weird. And he's like touching girls. And he even slapped
Dude, you were
this girl's
a
ass."
girl savior?
Oh, wasn't that Jason?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, he got caught looking at the girls' locker room.
We could talk.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
a
next story.
We can explain that later.
Blame
Okay,
yourself,
go.
man.
Okay. Anyway. Okay, so they were like, okay, Christian, it's one of those fucking common names ever. And there was like multiple in that class. But I had already had a bad reputation with this one Christian. And I'm like, oh, I know exactly who you're talking about. And it's exactly something he would do. And I gave them his name.
Oh no!
I then later find out that they reported him the wrong Christian.
Oh shit!
They put down the wrong name, and this kid was brought to the principal's office. He's like,
No.
"So, we have reports that you were touching some classmates inappropriately." And they're like, "What?" And then I didn't find out till after, and it was really funny. But I sent the wrong. I wish I could say the name, but like blank.
I got
to the
involved
principal's
with the
office
bully
for
report.
touching women.
Dude,
I felt
holy
pretty
shit.
bad.
I got involved with something very similar to that, but a little bit different. I was these are all gym class stories, which is weird. But we were leaving the fitness center, and I was really, really tired. Just did like the workout or whatever. And I'm just like, we're kind of like in the line to leave, and I'm just like, my arms are just like limp at my sides because I'm tired. And there's a dude behind me. This dude behind me slaps my hand purposely so it like goes up and hits another girl in like the ass. And I was like, no, it wasn't me. I didn't mean to do it. And then the kid got bully reported the next day.
Oh
And
no way!
I didn't report
What?
him. And so I feel like he thought like if the girl did it, I can understand.
Dude,
but
he did it to himself.
I think he thought it
felt
was
bad.
dude, isn't
a
there
true
like
hero.
one kid who kept reporting himself that he reported anonymously about himself that he was smuggling drugs up his butt?
What?
I did
What?
hear that one.
Yeah, he made a report about himself that he was smuggling drugs up his butt.
Jesus.
What?
He like kept doing it.
Come on, that's no.
No,
The
he didn't actually
person-
do it. He reported himself though. He's just
Yeah.
trolling him.
Yeah, the person who did it, you would be like, oh yeah, they would do that.
Would they have a reason for their butt to want to be like?
Yeah, is there like a? Do they have like a?
I don't think so. I
Like,
don't think
do
so.
they have an exposition fetish? Like they like getting humiliated? Like, no, what? I don't shove drugs up my ass. What the fuck? Like, what the
So-
hell?
That sounds like something Jason would do. Except
Oh
Dude,
wow,
it
hardy
is.
har har. I'm just a bad guy here. You know what?
The
Speaking of
guy with
bad
the
guy,
the guy with the anime profile.
Oh.
dude,
Shut
there's
the
always a
fuck
guy with
up.
the anime, bro.
I'm gonna. Oh, you guys are
Is
making
that
me
Santa?
mad. You guys are making me quite furious.
It's anime Santa.
Anime Santa.
Okay, okay.
Dude, it's cute girl Santa anime.
Why
That's
do
a
you call her
dude, big
cute?
man.
That's kind
Oh.
of
That's a
weird.
dude,
No, that's the Evangelion girl, right?
Yeah,
bro. That's
that is.
definitely
Okay,
a guy.
back on topic. Speaking of bad guy, let's talk about the one time I was
Nope,
deemed as a
no
bad
context. Jason's a pervert. He got called out by a girl.
guy.
It's very
Okay,
obvious.
He was.
Okay.
In, let's
Looking
just
at the
say he was in
girls
the. Let's just say he was
okay.
in the
with
girls'
context.
locker room, and he was not
With-
supposed to be
Okay,
there.
with context. With context.
No,
with
no context needed. No context
Let's
needed.
give the
So
context.
guys,
Anyway.
we were recently talking about McDonald's.
You
We were
motherfuckers.
recently,
Okay,
we were
you
recently talking about
motherfuckers think it's funny.
McDonald's. Just recently, did one of my
No.
teachers tell me a McDonald's life hack? You're gonna want to be here. for
Okay,
this.
yeah, okay. I want to hear this McDonald's life hack.
Number
So-
15.
Everyone likes Big Macs, right? Everyone likes Big Macs, and I think Kane is with me on this one. When this hack was told to me, I took notes. We were taking physics notes. I made sure to jot this down. So basically, if you like Big Mac, what you want to do is you don't order a Big Mac. That's a lot of money. You take a double cheeseburger, right? And you just ask for the sauce and all the condiments on a Big Mac, and you pay the double cheeseburger price.
That's not extra.
If you want to get that, like, no, well, maybe it's like 25 cents extra for the Big Mac sauce, but you're paying like $3 less. And then if you want to if you get 2 double cheeseburgers, you get the 4. Fuck off. You get the 4 patties and the buns and all this shit, and it is still less than 1 Big Mac.
Huh.
Didn't you say this teacher went on like a tangent about like video games or something?
Wait, was that him?
Yeah,
he was
the
talking
life
about
hack.
This is the same guy that I'm thinking.
Yeah, it is. Trust me.
Nice.
What? What are you
That's
guys talking
cool.
about?
It's
I
Okay.
mean,
Okay. Back
yeah.
at. Let's go back at. it.
Yeah, about Minecraft and Star Wars Fallen Order.
Yeah.
This is a good game.
Well,
He
you
didn't
said
like-
Mr. Sh-
He didn't.
Fallen
He
Order.
said he
Oh.
didn't like Star Wars Fallen Order. He said he just like got
No
bored. He said
way.
it looks like a
Ending.
beautiful game. It's just like he just not couldn't get into
Dude,
it.
that game was so good.
what did he say about Minecraft?
The ending made it,
The
bro.
Minecraft server.
Oh, yeah.
For the club. The
Dude,
club.
Minecraft is low key overrated a little bit. A little bit.
I think it's still
it's-
fun with friends.
It's a relaxing game. in my
It's like a
opinion.
GTA 5 kind of thing where it's like it gets kind of stale, but then if you get mods, then it just becomes like
Okay, but
refreshed.
GTA 5, you could literally like do so much shit.
Okay, you know what, Kane? Your mods are just like, cheating the game. Oh,
Dude, it's not
Let
even
me-
mod. It's just called
let
keep
me
inventory.
let me install this mod where I don't lose my inventory. And let me install this mod.
I literally
where-
don't want to be
I
stressed.
just-
Okay, no. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this.
Okay,
this.
dude, you
No,
literally
keep inventory. It makes sense. It makes sense.
No,
because
it
look,
doesn't.
when
It
I'm playing a video
destroys the
game,
purpose of the game.
it's not like I'm trying to play a video
That is
game and
not
be
the
all
purpose
stressed
of
and be
the
like, oh, I
game.
went on falling lava for the 5th time
Yeah.
in the nether. I might
It's a relaxing game. You should be relaxed while playing it.
That's
Yeah.
so
No, that's,
soft.
no,
That's
I'm
such
not-
a soft
I'm not trying to
mindset.
lose all my stuff when
That
I
is
die.
not
You guys
That's
are
so
soft.
brain dead. That's
That's
so
so
brain dead.
soft.
No,
That's
it's
so
not being brain
soft.
dead.
Guys,
Minecraft.
So soft.
guys.
Dude, it's a
Minecraft.
video game.
Guys,
How about you never play Dark
Jason,
Souls?
you're a
piece of
pervert.
shit.
You
can't-
I hope
Oh my
you
God.
fucking die. Oh,
I
my
play
name's
Dark Souls.
Warhammer 40k.
I'm Kane. I want to do my diamond pickaxe.
Dude, what's with the okay, you know what? No. I play Nuclear Throne, which you restart when you die, but that's because when I play it, I want to be challenged.
You're a
But I don't play
coward.
Minecraft because I want to
You're
be
a
challenged.
coward.
I play Minecraft because I want to build stuff and I want to
You're
have
a
fun.
coward.
I don't have to worry about falling
No,
into
yeah,
lava.
dude, okay,
Maybe you
you're
should
sweating
stick to
everything.
Stardew Valley, you
you're a
coward.
different kind.
You're a
No,
coward.
you're a different kind
so
of person.
soft.
If you guys are sweating in Minecraft, you're a different type of person.
It's not sweating in Minecraft. It's just
It's
playing
playing
the
the
game.
game. It's playing the
It's
game
playing
it's
the way.
intended.
Dude, you have
You're
nothing
supposed to
better to do than
learn,
like try not to
stop
die. Oh my
You're supposed to
God.
learn the consequences for your actions.
That is not.
No, you're not. It's a
You're
video
fucking
game.
clown.
Dude, get
What?
better,
What
get
do you-
better, get better,
okay,
get
this
better
isn't
at the
like
game.
Red
Get better at the
Dead.
game.
Dude, I
This
don't
isn't
want to
like
get
Red
better
Dead
at the
2.
game.
Okay.
I just
A book
want to
is a
mess
book, but you
around.
can still learn life lessons from.
Okay. So
Okay, Michael. What
Michael.
life lessons are you gonna learn from falling into lava
It's
and losing your fucking
Don't fall
pickaxe?
into lava. Be good. Bring a water
It
bucket.
l-
Do
yeah.
something, dude.
yeah, just like
Oh yeah, because if I fall into lava, if I'm really down
Like,
there, a water
can't-
bucket is gonna make everything
I
Dude,
better.
can't
Mike,
do with
you
a
literally
Matthew.
died in the nether like 20 times. You're like,
It's-
oh, guys,
okay,
20
you know what?
times,
Yeah.
dying in the
And
nether.
you know what?
Oh,
I
yeah.
would die in another 100 times before I download some mod.
Why?
Before
Why?
I lose my
The
inventory.
fact you downloaded a
Because it's
mod
cowardly.
to do
Dude, it's
it.
not even a
It's
mod.
cowardly.
Found an
Not
outside
even a mod.
source.
Because
I'll
it's
kidnap
cowardly.
children a
Hey,
million
Mike,
times
that's my
before I
mod,
let this
bro.
company die. No? Okay, fuck
What?
you guys. That killed. I'm glad. I'm super glad.
He's literally,
Dude, that's
he's
such
literally
a
Jeffrey
Jason
Epstein.
moment.
You know-
That's such a
Literally Jeffrey
Jason
Epstein.
moment.
You know that? Okay. Let me explain, assholes. You know that Harvey Weinstein
Bro,
looking motherfucking
This man
spider
talks-
from Monster
this
Inc.
man talks
No.
about kidnapping
No.
children and goes-
Shut the fuck up.
boss?
Shut the fuck up. This is
Can
my
someone
time.
remind me of the rules of Night at the Museum?
So the night at the
This is
museum.
no longer episode 2.
Listen,
This is
asshole.
the Jeff episode.
Listen, you
and
better
it is
shut the
about Jason
fuck up.
Carmona.
You better
Fuck.
shut the fuck up. All right. So the the night of the museum rules is basically you have to get back to your display case before like fucking the sun rises,
Why are we
and
talking
also
about this?
you cannot be.
Did you watch the first episode, Conrad?
Someone's not a
No.
loyal viewer.
You also
Oh my god.
Because-
kind of
Dude,
grinch.
kick this guy off the
if
podcast.
you don't get back to your display case and your position before sunrise, you stay like that. So then the British guy, he's like comes up, he's like, "Why are they all messed up? What's wrong? You're going bonkers, Ben Stiller." And then
Okay,
so-
stop.
and then as the caveman showed when it fucking died, you don't go outside because if you go outside during sunrise, you just turn into ashes. You get cremated prematurely. So
What?
Okay.
about?
Change the topic, dude. He's gonna keep
I'm
going.
trying to change the fucking topic.
Okay, no.
Alright.
I have a perfect topic that we can talk about.
Sure.
If
And
you bring up the meat shit again, I'm going
Dude,
to
it's
kick your ass.
meat. Okay, we didn't finish this.
It's
Oh
last
yeah,
episode.
chicken
We did not
versus-
finish.
chicken versus beef.
Yeah, we're talking about the
Beef
best
is the
meat.
best meat.
What is the best
Oh,
meat?
I know what it
Beef.
is.
All right,
Chicken.
what is it, Michael? What is it?
All right, in my opinion, my personal favorite. I'm not a huge fan of like
Answer the damn question.
the grilled steak. Okay, here's my personal favorite meat: smoked pork shoulder that is like pulled. So like it's like pulled pork shoulder. We had it at
I'd eat that.
Andrew's party, and then me or
Honorable mention.
and that makes
That's
a
an
little
honorable
bit-
mention.
Honorable
it is
mention, but it's not going to
so-
make the list.
It's so good on
Yeah.
it. Jason,
Your
Jason,
personal favorite meat is wrong. It's wrong.
It's wrong.
This
It's
is
an
wrong.
honorable mention, but
The
it
best
doesn't
meat
make
is
the list of
chicken.
one.
It's
and
easily
that's-
chicken.
Bro, you
Oh.
fucking
you
dipshit.
mean,
It's
like,
not
the
chicken.
best type of meat.
It's
Yeah,
totally
the best-
chicken.
Okay,
Yeah, like
I would say
that's
It's not
chicken.
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 I would say chicken
You
just
guys are
because I
such
eat it the
idiots.
most and I
No,
rely.
Okay.
no. That's
Three-
not how you
three
say it. We're
against
talking
two.
about
Three
straight up
against two.
taste. We're talking about taste.
Oh,
The
yeah,
best
that's not
tasting
chicken.
meat
What are you
beef
talking
is-
about?
No. It doesn't have to be about taste. It's best
Yes, it does.
meat. Dude,
When you're
Chicken.
categorizing food, taste is how you do it.
no, it's
okay,
not.
That's what you do. What do you
No, okay.
categorize on?
Best
How it
Chicken.
looks?
No, I categorize on how dynamic it is,
What the
how
fuck
you
does
can
that mean?
eat it.
Dynamic. Okay, yeah.
How
you know
it
what?
tastes.
Chicken
Okay,
is
look, you know what?
dynamic.
I'll give you this. So, I used to say best food was burgers because you could do a lot with a burger. You could put barbecue sauce on it. You could put buffalo sauce on it.
With
You
steak
could put
sauce.
onions on it. You could do a bunch of
That's
stuff.
not
with
doing a
burger.
lot with the burger. It's just adding.
It is, dude. It
The
is.
sauce.
So you would say
Like-
beef.
With chicken, you can cut it up, put it in a panini. You could eat it just a piece of chicken. It is chicken breast.
Dude, you could have just normal chicken with buffalo sauce. That is literally the best meal ever.
What
That's
is it?
pretty good.
Rotisserie
Buffalo
chicken,
sauce.
rotisserie chicken. But then, even then, you could put it in your pasta. You could have a whole rotisserie
Sauce is
chicken.
disgrace.
You have
Dude,
grilled chicken. You
pasta
got a fried
is
chicken.
Fried chicken, orange chicken.
Pasta
Fried
might be the
uh,
best.
Orange
food.
chicken.
Fried
Fried
chicken's
chicken.
bad. Pasta's bad.
Oh,
Mac
shut
and
the
Yeah,
fuck
you don't-
up.
Okay.
Dude, no.
You
Oh
literally
my
don't
god.
eat anything ever. Can we please get this man off? the
Yeah,
show?
literally
dude,
eat
that's
cum.
terrible.
You
How do you
literally
not
eat
like
cum.
pasta?
Okay,
You know what?
I don't know how you
Pasta?
guys eat fried chicken.
Some of the greatest food.
Okay, I will. Okay, would you guys say? Well, okay, they are kind of different, but like the fried chicken at like Cane's just tastes so dramatically different than
It's
like
so
the
you-
bone-in fried chicken from a KFC. And in
All
my
right,
Yeah,
opinion,
can we agree?
absolutely.
Okay.
It's very.
bone-in fried chicken is disgusting.
It's not okay.
That's stepping a little far there,
No,
but
I
Let
don't
me
really
make here, Michael. I hear what you're saying. Let me change it a little bit. Boneless chicken is definitely way better, but bone-in chicken isn't bad.
It isn't
yes,
bad at all.
I agree.
I cringe every time I see it at like a family.
Bro, you don't
Christmas
eat
party.
anything good. You don't eat anything good.
Dude,
I eat so
you
many
don't
good
eat-
stuff. I eat
You don't
so
eat
much
pasta. You don't eat pasta.
Dude, how do you not eat pasta?
How do you
Pasta's
just
not
like,
that
dude,
good.
my brother
pasta
doesn't
is
like bread.
amazing.
My
What?
brother doesn't like
What?
bread.
My brother
What?
doesn't like bread or milk. It's
What?
crazy,
I don't
What?
drink milk.
dude. Well, he won't even like eat cereal.
Your brother won't?
Damn.
Yeah,
Dude, I eat dry cereal because I'm not soft.
that's
What?
crazy.
No,
What?
you're not
What?
soft. You're
No,
fucking
what does that even
strange.
mean?
I'll be, no,
You're
no,
scary.
no.
You're
No,
strange.
hear me out, dude.
You're
When I
deranged.
saw the SpongeBob episode of the Salty Spittoon, he's like, I had a bowl of
Out to fire.
cereal today with no milk. And he let him in.
Not what
I
he
was
said.
like, that's what he said. And I was like, that's me. That's me right
Do
there.
you
I would
always
get into
follow
the
your
Salty
life?
Spittoon.
Do you always follow your life using SpongeBob?
I never eat a cereal with milk. So I would
Dude,
get
Ben
into
is
the
the
Salty
fucking
Spittoon.
Zodiac killer. That's so weird.
Dude, he's obsessed with that movie. It's just about him.
It's a great movie. It's a great
He's the
movie.
whole serial killer.
It's
Okay,
my
okay,
it's me just reliving my crimes.
Going back to fried chicken for a sec. Okay, right now I don't really like fried chicken, right?
Sure.
But
Like,
there is a
like
reason.
Cane's fried chicken
like-
or what?
No. I like Cane's. But like, there's a reason that you would think I wouldn't like fried chicken, but it's actually not. Okay, so to preface, I'm bad at eating, and that like, as in like, I'm bad at eating, as in like, I just don't know when to stop because
That's
I
all you
really,
Okay.
I
you know what?
really like to eat, right? Like
Yeah.
eating is the best thing ever. So one time when I was younger, I was at my grandma's house, and it was my birthday. And I was like, oh man, it's my birthday. You know what that means? I get to pick the place we eat at. So obviously I go
Oh,
KFC.
no.
I go KFC. easily.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And my
Right,
grandma
you
was
like
like,
KFC
oh, get us
today.
KFC. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. Okay, so we get the big old bucket of chicken. And we're sitting in her kitchen. And I'm just eating the chicken. And I'm going absolutely bananas on this chicken. Like, I'm eating so much. And then,
this when you were
so we're
fat?
just, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yes.
this is when I used to go to my grandma's house a lot, and she would just feed us everything in the kitchen. Okay, so we're sitting in the kitchen and we're talking, and it's like, we're watching like the Mexican news or whatever, and all of a sudden I just go, I throw up all over the floor, and it's just like fried chicken, and it's like it has that smell, like the fried chicken and head throw up. And then I was like, oh man, that's gross. And then like the next day I was like, yo, can we get fried chicken? So that's not why I don't like fried chicken. I just don't really like it anymore.
You know,
How
but-
because you ate it like until you fucking died.
Okay.
Well, no, he
Yeah,
said that's
okay.
why
And normally I would be like, okay, that was just a lapse in judgment, right? like,
Kane. You know that
What?
not having the bodily function to stop eating is an autistic trait.
Dude, I swear. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna sound
Dude,
better
that
in this
holy
story.
shit, that explains why he's so good at math.
Okay, I'm not gonna sound better after this story, but another time, probably when I was younger. So we went to, oh my god, we went to Applebee's because I really like shrimp,
So
and they had all you can eat shrimp. And I was like,
Oh,
yo,
gross.
I'm gonna eat all the shrimp. So I'm eating shrimp, and then I finish it, and I'm like, yo, can I get more shrimp? And then my parents are like, yeah, okay, yeah. So I finished that, and I'm like, can I get more shrimp? And they're like, okay, I guess. And so I finished that, and I'm like, I need more shrimp. And my mom's like, no, we're not getting you any more shrimp. You've eaten enough. Come on, buddy. And my dad's like, let him eat the shrimp. Come on, he likes shrimp. And I'm like, yeah, let me eat the shrimp. So we're like, okay, fine. I'd probably get like 2 more servings of shrimp. So we're done eating, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so full. So we're leaving, and we're walking to the car, and I open the car door, and I just explode everywhere. I'm like all over the car, like the car seats. And it was like suede car
What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
And then, okay, and that moment, I'm just like looking at the throw up, and I look at my dad, and I just go, "It's your fault, Dad." And then we had to drive home and just a shrimp throw up smelling car.
I have a throw up
Jesus.
story.
Oh, this is
So
great.
my family,
No.
we used to go to big Golden Corral a lot, right? Kind of
my
nasty
God.
place in my opinion.
Wait, is that seafood? Like a
It's so
seafood
gross.
buffet?
It's a buffet,
Like-
but like anything.
It's seafood buffet, right?
Some of the no, it's not
No,
just
no,
seafood.
no, no.
So like some of the food they serve is kind of gross. Some of it is like good, but like the food was enjoyable at that experience. But then this fucking redneck lady comes out with her fucking kid, just shirt off. Who wants to look at a fucking kid with his nipples out while eating
Me.
their
In the
fucking
restaurant?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, in the restaurant, and he
Where
was
was
fucking
this?
he was
Where was
fucking
this?
crying. Golden Corral.
Like where? In like
Dude, this
Like-
would be a
Yeah, let
Golden
me fucking
Corral.
dox
in
myself.
like Montana or like
No, in
Utah?
Illinois. In Illinois.
In Illinois,
Yeah, it's just a
they
fucking.
allowed a kid without a shirt on.
He was just
Dude, it's like-
crying. He was just crying, and his shirt was off. And then
How old was he?
they
though? Was
barely
it, like-
did anything. They looked like they had slow motor functions. Like they shouldn't have had a kid.
Was it a baby? Was it a baby?
It was like a kid, toddler, maybe toddler, like kindergarten or some shit. And I was like, ew,
It's like a
that's
little
gross.
kid, yeah.
Who fucking does that, right? And I was like, oh, I feel so full. I'm gonna go to bed. So I went up in my like wooden.
in the Golden Corral.
Hey, wait, you're
No,
at
no,
Golden
no, no.
Corral. What are
I
you
finished. After we were done. Right? I'm like, oh, I'm so full. I'm gonna go to bed. So we get home. I go up to my Angry Birds bed, and I'm like resting. I'm like napping, and then I wake up, just everywhere.
Oh,
And then I'm yelling because I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking move and get the carpet all stained with vomit. I'm like, I knew my mom was like away, so I was just yelling for my fucking dad and my sister for 5 minutes. He comes up, he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "What is this? Why didn't you run to the bathroom?" And I was getting yelled at, and I was just crying, fucking sick
Wait,
stomach.
did you puke on yourself?
Yes, well, yeah. I was sleeping, and I volatile fucking threw up on myself. And
That's
the
how
bed.
like you die. That's how like you die.
yeah, that's
Oh.
actually how you like die. Yeah.
It's like an overdose. Like isn't it
projectile
puke
vomit,
looking
I
up at the
guess.
ceiling?
Projectile vomit. It was like some fucking
Dude.
exorcist shit. And I was just crying in the shower, and me and because my dad
no.
just screamed at me.
It's so bad.
It was terrible.
Dude,
He yelled at you?
He was like, he basically was like, he's like, go, get in the shower. He's like, he was so.
Oh
loud, you could hear it.
God. I am proud of the fact that I have not puked in I
haven't
want
puked
to
in
say like
years,
10
dude.
years.
I
like
have-
10 years.
That's very impressive.
It's been a
have-
while.
I'm gonna hit it with a double. You know, Kane did it. I'm gonna do it again. So,
Oh, okay. Hold on.
seventh
Let me.
What the
I was
fuck?
younger when I like did all that.
Yeah.
To make that clear. Okay,
Okay.
go ahead, Jason.
Yeah,
No,
you
this
hit with
is
the
the
double
week ago.
vomit story, so I'm gonna hit with the double vomit story as well. So 7th grade, where I was like, that was the year I entered into like the Riverside neighborhood, you know, the safer neighborhoods, not fucking Iraq over there in Berwyn, and it was like, oh, I'm gonna join the play, so you know, I was just
Oh,
like, you know
no.
what, fuck it, you know, it's a
I've
new
been there,
experience.
Jason. I've been there.
Thank you. So I was in there and I'm like, oh, my stomach hurts. But like Mexican parents are like very, like at least my parents were like very like assholes about being sick. They're like, oh, you're sick? Oh, you'll get better by lunch. So they just throw the fucking dice every time. And I was like, oh, I feel so bad. And we were doing a rehearsal, not like one in front of like live students, but just like dress rehearsal.
Like a run through of like
yeah. So
the
so they give me the mic, and I'm like, oh, I feel bad. And it was Mr. Mason at the time, right? And he was like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna throw up. And then I ran, and the mic was on me. And then Mr. Mason's like, what the hell are you doing? Get back on stage. I'm like, no, I'm gonna throw up. So the guy, I hear the guy starting his lines, and then my mic was on, and I just go. And then you just hear him go,
Actually,
yeah, and then you just hear him go, and it was so embarrassing. I left the fucking door open, and some 6th grader came in yelling at me. He's like, what the fuck you doing? And then they stopped, and they saw me just like vomiting my guts out. Oh my god, I hate that fucking story, but it was such a good one.
Okay, so the recording got dicked again, but before we end this, I gotta ask you, Michael, or a question, Michael.
yes.
So the other day we were at Taco Bell, and by the other day I mean like a year ago. Anyway,
Yeah.
so we're sitting there at our normal Taco Bell table, and we're just eating our food, our Taco Bell food, and this guy walks up to us.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
okay,
and
but wait. You have to like picture this person. So for the viewers, this guy, 300 pounds. You can like just look at him and you see like the grease on his face and like he hasn't showered 3 days.
When you think of the Baja Blast drink, the body of that guy.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, you know what? Yeah, he was like holding one too. But like,
yeah.
here's like even more. He's wearing like those clunky, like fat kid, like
fucking big shoes, the big shoes and the and one
big
shorts,
clunky shoes that go up to your
and
ankles,
the long
like,
and one shorts,
like a hypebeast type kid.
and
the
the
Marty
one,
McFly's.
and like I said, Ben, he was wearing like the and one shorts, but they go down like
the LeVar Ball
So, like,
below his knee, and he's wearing. Oh my god, his shirt was like one of those white undershirts, and it was just stained.
He's literal Baja Blast as a person. That's what he was.
This is the man that approached us in Taco Bell. So
Okay, so he walks up to our table. We're all sitting down. We just look at him, and he goes, "You guys got any cigarettes?" And then we're like, "What?" And then he's like, "You guys got any cigarettes?" And we're like, "No, sorry." And like as he walks away, he's like, "Oh man, fucking bastards." And then we're like, "Okay." So
I didn't hear that.
yeah, so we finish our food, and we're in the parking lot by the cars, just like I don't know, hanging out. So
Probably debating going to Mariano's Donuts.
yeah, facts. They have some good ass donuts. But okay, so this guy walks out of Taco Bell, and he's walking with this one lady, and he's like saying some shit under his breath, and he's like, "Oh," and he's like, "Oh man, fucking pussy asses." And
that's accurate. That's like exactly what he was saying.
That is what he was saying.
But
He was saying
at
the N-word too. He was saying the N-word.
Okay, yeah.
He was white.
He was
too.
calling
Remember
it some racial slurs, bro.
Yes, he was
pulling an old Batman move.
White ass.
Okay. I thought that was Jason.
That's what you said. Remember? He's like white ass, and then
yeah,
like,
Yeah, he told him it's like some white thing.
So, and then like we catch wind of it, and then we look over, and then Michael notices that we're looking, and he goes, "Whoa!" And then the guy he gets mad, dude. He starts like yelling at us and like heckling us, and he walks over, and there's this lady right next to him. She's like, come on,
advancing.
Come on,
his girlfriend's trying to like hold him back.
No, okay. But
he's like getting into the car, and then he begins to advance towards.
No. So he walks over, and he like dumps all of his food on the dash of his U-Haul truck. Big ass U-Haul truck that he drives.
U-Haul truck.
And he like starts walking towards us. And so, okay, so I like to think that if I had to fight this guy, I could. But he was a big guy, and I don't really want to get into a fight.
No,
like,
no,
he just grab me, he just ground pound me, and I get fucking knocked out.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Wait, no.
Okay, yeah, okay. There were 5 of us.
Yes, there were. It was Cream, Luca, you, me, Kane.
Okay, so yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, you're not gonna get ground pounded by this.
Dude, okay, if you one-on-one
we got 5
me out.
Yeah, but we got 5 guys. If this guy actually,
5 guys.
If we wanted, 5 guys is fucking gas. But no, if this guy wanted to fight us and we actually were like willing to do something, it would not have been a contest.
Yeah, and I mean, like, okay, we don't have to beat this guy's ass for no reason, right?
Oh, it
like,
was
we can
horrible.
get in the cars and go.
It would have been cruel. This guy was, a waste of.
Yeah, you described it.
Okay,
okay,
hold on.
I feel bad for his wife. I feel bad for his wife.
He was a troubled individual.
Oh man, his wife.
I was a very troubled individual,
and that's why he's a waste of life.
Hey, you know what though?
Okay, cut that out. Okay, cut that
out. No.
It stays.
You know what though?
We're raw. We're raw.
We know you're getting emotional when you're thinking about this.
A raw podcast that misses out on 20 minutes.
That's Jason's fault. That's not ours.
That is my fault. I'm sorry.
Jason's, he's texting all the e-girls and pressing the J and K keys.
No, dude. What words would you use? JK.
JK.
Wait, JK.
JK. Yeah.
Or
I'm so ugly. JK.
Junkie.
Dude, that's Jason's nickname, Junkie of Calm.
Can you like?
Okay.
So when you mean like Baja Blast, like can you like describe this guy? When I was
Okay, yeah.
thinking of him.
You know, like
Dude,
the
they
guy who would
described him as
drink-
like a chalupa.
Ew, what?
He was probably in his mid
he's like-
20s, but looked 30. Like he was
yes,
dying.
he was a young dude, but he was obviously on drugs. And Baja Blast is really the perfect word to describe him. Like
Delicious.
if you were to make
Kyle.
like, Baja Blast is an
Snack.
exclusive, kind of weirdly good Mountain Dew drink that you can only get at a Taco Bell.
Never had
That is
That's crazy.
looks just cancer. It just looks horrible.
So what can we call him? Baja Blast guy?
What is his okay? Like what he looks like a Justin or
Yeah, I actually I didn't get a chance to catch his name while he was aggressively approaching us,
You ever?
but I'll ask next time for sure.
Thank you. You ever?
remember? And I would keep an eye out. I would like look for.
Yeah, I know. I don't
he-
know. Like that's what I was gonna ask. Why did you have such a vendetta against this guy?
Dude,
like-
I thought I was just so. Honestly, I can't even tell you.
Were you
I was just
testosterone
so
filled?
like who the hell is this guy? And like I thought the incident was just so bizarre. Like the fact that he climbed into a full-size U-Haul truck that, to be honest, like he probably lived in. Like
that's very likely, dude. It's very
I
likely.
mean, well, those things are expensive, and you have to rent them by like the hour.
It's cheaper
and mile.
cheaper
Alright,
than a house,
so-
though, right?
So
I
Conroy,
guess
right?
so. Yeah, that's me.
So like, what would you have done in this situation where it's like, oh, you fucking pussies, F slur, N slur, you know, whatever slur, and then you're like, yeah, and then his wife's like, no, let's just go, come on, let's not like continue this, and then it's like, yeah, and then you go, yeah, listen to your wife, you bitch, and then like,
I guarantee the guy would have charged like
yeah, that's what I
full-on
was saying.
bull
What
rush
would
us.
you have done if he charged you? Like,
Okay, you know what? Okay, I kind of like
We would have
planned this
defended
out already.
ourselves.
Dude, I'm not kidding. This guy was severely overweight. This guy, he would not have been able to like, trip and then he's just down. Or like just outpace him. Just like, run around. And honestly, if he starts charging me to attack me,
Were you gonna
I
do
think
some
the
fucking?
four other guys behind me are gonna like step up as well.
No, they would have ran away. Well, okay, so were you gonna like fucking do some bob-omb shit where you run
I
around
was
him,
gonna
grab him,
ram
and
him.
throw him off?
I was gonna ram him with my car. I was gonna ram him with
What the fuck? Okay. Do you guys know who?
I'm-
Do you guys know who Butterbean is?
Yeah, the rest. The rest.
Yeah, he was kind of he was like a Butterbean type guy.
That's a pretty like I don't know. Like when I think of those words, I don't know
dude,
who he
I
is.
feel like we're overestimating or over remembering, I should say, his weight. I don't think he was that big.
Dude, he was heavyweight. He was
He was
heavyweight.
pretty heavy. He was.
See, I remember him being like a short, kind of stubby dude, but not really like a massive.
No, he
I
was
mean,
fat.
he was probably almost as tall as I am, if not taller.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, he just looked tall because he was, large. He was.
He's a unit.
He was.
He had big bones.
Okay, so
I honestly like wish I could. Just because like it's so memorable. Like
You
I
cut
feel
out?
like
Yeah, well, you wish you could what?
I wish I could like relive.
Well,
that
what
moment.
would you do to this man, Michael?
Okay, no. Like I wouldn't have done it. Maybe I would have gotten like talking.
Maybe
Just 'cause-
maybe I would have given him a little kiss on the cheek.
Maybe.
And
Okay.
not the cheek you're thinking
say
of.
instead of the situation where he fucking charges you and like kills you, right?
He
Say in the
wouldn't.
situation he just comes
Okay,
up to you.
what are these situations? What are these?
Yeah, okay.
scenarios?
Here's what would happen if this degenerate laid hands on me.
Jesus.
First off, he wouldn't have killed me. I would have got the license plate of his
He-
U-Haul
yeah,
truck.
He may have
And,
killed you. He may
I
have
would
killed you.
report him for attacking a 16.
You can't
Well,
do that
that's
in
if you're
heaven.
still alive after the beef. I think you can
Dude,
survive the.
The beefy Fritos burrito. Is that gone?
Yeah. They
Dude,
no, they
honestly-
changed it.
Dude, beefy
yeah, dude,
Fritos
it's gone.
burrito.
I
They
think it's
got
just
a
like the
little bit,
beef
like-
burrito now or something.
They have $1 tacos now though, which is pretty good.
Ooh.
Could
Dude,
I
I
be
haven't
like-
had
Dude, those
tacos.
burritos were large and they're $1.
OP.
Tacos?
Literally OP.
What if he got into a ball form, like he curled up and he just started rolling at you?
Sonic.
Okay, you know what?
Dude, have you seen the video?
I think
Have
Mike,
you
you
seen the
cut out.
video of the guy like rolling around in like a ball in the parking lot?
No.
No.
Okay, I'll pull it up so people watching can see it. But I don't know.
What?
This
How
guy
is
just like he just curled himself into a ball and starts like rolling, like he's an actual like
Is he
ball.
the guy
shape.
that like turns himself into like a tire and then he just starts moving?
Oh
One of
yeah,
the- yeah,
like,
it might be that.
like did she like warp his legs like almost to his
Yeah,
head?
like one of those like mega flexible dudes.
Yeah,
like,
okay, I've
But
seen
then
that.
keep in mind when like he's rolling when he does like a full rotation. Does he not like roll his face over the concrete?
I don't know.
I think he does.
You would think so, right? Like how would there be a
But-
way to do it where he? Oh, you know what? I guess if his legs are really really flexible, he could roll where like his head is inside inside the circle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like then it's his chest, but
Or like maybe he like locks his feet under his neck and then rolls, so like his feet are like positioning his head above the ground.
or
But I
maybe
mean,
he
like-
just uses like his forehead to take the
Yeah.
blow.
It's the rule of cool, man. Like you just gotta take it.
Go ahead. No, finish your stuff. Sorry.
I was just gonna say for the show, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it doesn't hurt as bad to hit your face on concrete. That actually
What?
happened to me.
Okay,
I don't know, man. You have a lot of
No. It
slam
happened to
your
me.
face
It
on
happened to me.
concrete.
just slamming your face
I
on
was
concrete.
biking to school. And you know like those little divots in like between the grass and the sidewalk when it's like
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
levels
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
So I'm trying to like go around someone and like my bike fell in the divot and then like popped
Got-
up and I just like slipped, like the bike turned sideways and I fell off. And so like my palms scraped the ground and then my head just like straight up just like bounced off the concrete.
Jesus,
Yeah.
dude, that could
Yeah,
kill
yeah.
you.
Isn't that like
And I was
shock?
I was literally like a block. It may have been shock, honestly. And it was like a block away from school. And I was like, ah. And I just got up because like I felt like my head hit, but I didn't actually feel any pain. I just like knew it hit because I could like hear the ringing, but I didn't actually feel anything.
That's
So I just got
that's
up
a
and I started like pushing my bike back to school. And then this girl stops me and was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." What's wrong? And there was like a bunch of blood on like my face.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
But
Uh,
it didn't hurt as bad as you would think. And like I just like the nurse just put like a band-aid on the cut or whatever.
Just
go home.
on your face.
fucking
So
nurse.
like just gave me a fucking ice pack and
Dude,
sent me
another
off. Yeah.
example of our teachers just being inept, just not caring about us.
That's like the theme of this episode right here.
There's
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
a lot of themes. It's been vomit. I actually want to add to the fight theme. No fights, but last year
altercations.
altercations, little like locker room talk.
I had an altercation.
I punched a man. And we were going to Wisconsin last year. We went with cousins. We went with a couple cousins, and it was like my family and his uncle and his kids. We frequented the go-karts because like my parents were like, "Oh hell no, I'm not going on a roller
Oh.
coaster."
Were you
Yeah.
in the Dells?
Yeah, Wisconsin Dells. I forgot
Sick.
to mention.
I love the go-karts over there.
And one time we were like, there's like a lot of like people who just like do a lot of shitty things when they're like in go-karts. There are a lot of things that are like tactics that people aren't used to. Like we were in the go-karts and there was this guy in front of my like cousin who's like, I guess you would say he's like a bit more anger filled, right? And then
Your cousin?
yeah, my cousin.
Okay.
And so the guy cut him, like this like other Mexican guy cut him, like an older
Wait,
guy.
They
And
cut
I
him
think
off?
yeah, cut him off, and then he also cut off my sister and like almost like made her crash. So he got like really mad. So like afterwards, he just went up to he just like muttered under his breath. He just went up to his like bitch, and then his fucking like gang filled kid came up. He's like, "Hey, what the fuck you say, you bitch?" And then like he was like ready to like jump in, and then my cousin was like, my uncle was like, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I'm like, and then we, that was one. And it's like, okay, a little mishap. The next day, we go again on the go-karts, different ride. And my parents realized that there is these like Mexican guys on there. It's always the fucking Mexicans, dude. I hate our fucking
You guys
race.
hate Mexican guys.
I hate our. Honestly, us Mexicans, we're sometimes terrible people. They were like, you know how the rule is to slow down before you come in. They would,
Mhm.
Yeah.
they would just vroom, boom, and just fucking like crash in. And the people wouldn't say anything because I think Wisconsin Dells, at least the one there, they like to order like interns from other countries. So I don't think they like knew English enough to be like, hey, you can't do that. Get off the ride. Because I remember back then they used to do that. We went in. We were like having fun. It was cool. And then my mom was just like waiting for the ride to be over. And then this guy from like his my fuck my mom, there was a guy behind him, and I think he was like one of the buddies with one of the other fucking crony motherfuckers, chromosome missing motherfuckers. And so he went at full speed, boom, and you know how like it like transfers, so like you still like feel it. And then she was like yelling at him in Spanish, like, "Hey, ¿qué te pasa?" It's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Have some respect." And then my dad got in it, and then they were like, "Hey, you don't fucking do that to people." And then the guy, he like looked like he was insane. He was like, "That's just what I do. That's how I have fun."
No, yeah.
Yeah, he
Dude,
was
that's
doing that
Joker.
shit. And then my mom was like, "No, that's fucking disrespect for people because they're like very like high. They like to have high respect, or like like to give high respect." So like. And then I was just standing there because I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Am I gonna punch someone? What am I supposed to pack someone up? I was like trying to stop my dad because he was like really going in there too. He was like, "That's my fucking wife" and everything. He's like, and then in Spanish he was like talking to my dad. He's like, "Look, what kind of example are you setting up for your kid?" And it's like, I was like, oh shit, he did get him there, but he just ignored him. And then my uncle came. He's like, "Hey guys, come on, let's just go. Listen. If you guys say something, I'll just sock him in the fucking face and we're done." I'm like, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Dude, you should have fought these guys. These
No, these
yeah.
are
Canyon
older
that-
Mexican
You guys are
guys.
fools.
The boys are ganging up on him.
The boys are back in town.
I was kind of an
Okay.
ass when I was go-kart
Okay.
racing
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Dells. I crashed an old lady. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to admit it, but
yeah.
I was first place. I got in the first cart, which is like really hard to do. I got in the first cart, so I'm holding the lead of the race. There's a dude who's like right on my tail the entire time. Him and his buddies are trying to like race each other. But I'm not letting them in front. I keep blocking them off. And then he just is like, okay, fuck it. He just hits me in the back of my car and I spin out.
Mhm.
And I got stuck in a really weird position where like I was in between the lane, so everyone was going around me, and there was no way for me to reverse, or else I would hit a car. So
Uh-huh.
I'm just like watching myself fall from first place to like 20th place in like a span of like 15 seconds. And then so I finally get out of like the divot and I start driving, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get like last place. I have to pass this person. And it's an old lady.
Oh my
And so
God.
towards the finish line, she was about to beat me, and I hit the side of her car, so she would spin out, and I would get the front spot.
Jesus
I was like,
oh
oh
my
my
Christ!
God. I was
What
a
is
young
wrong
kid.
with you?
I was like a
Fucking
little
devil.
kid.
Dude, you told
Also-
me this was a
also-
year ago.
It's not a year ago. I did not tell you that.
You told
2
me
months
this.
ago.
You said it.
I will also say I did not realize it was an old lady until she had crashed. I thought it was just some woman.
She said, "Oh my
then I was
lord,
like-
my
like
glasses."
and then-
crawling out
so
of the
then-
wreckage.
And I wasn't like proud. I was not proud of it. It also wasn't like how I described where it's just like maliciously I'm gonna knock her out. It was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And I kind of just like,
Let it happen.
I kind of just like, it was like kind of happening, and I didn't like swerve. I was kind of just like, well, if I'm gonna take the spot, I'm just gonna keep going straight instead of move out of the way.
Oh my god, that's fucking insane.
I feel bad about it now. I would not do it
Chivalry.
again.
Chivalry
not
is
do it
not
again.
dead.
Chivalry is not dead.
I think there is this one. I think my dad made this kid cry because we were again always the fucking go karts. There's so much drama in the fucking go
Go
karts.
karts are
Dude, you're gonna say this
amazing. I
because
love
of
go-karts.
Mexican.
And I think there was like this older guy, like that my dad was like right next to, and then the kid, I think he just didn't know how to stop the car, so he just kept going at a fast rate, and then boom, it like hits his this elderly guy like really hard, and then my dad just says, "What the hell are you doing?" It's like what the hell are you doing? He's old, can't you see? And then the kid was just like, he was like panicking, like you could see in his eyes, like he just didn't know what to do. He's like, what the fuck? And then my of course my uncle had to come in, and he's like, no, stop, he's a kid. What are you like? They have no fucking
dude,
boundaries. Dude.
When an adult that is not your parent or related to you yells at you, it
It's
is the
scary.
most uncomfortable shit
Oh,
ever.
Scary.
Oh yeah. Okay. Jason, you done with your story by any chance?
Yeah, it's on. No more
Okay.
drama.
I have a really good story. I have been in a fight. I have story.
Oh no.
You been in a fight?
Wait, was
I
it
have been in
against?
a
Was it
fight.
against any?
Jason fought Schmidt, so
I have
Okay.
been in a fight. So just keep that in mind. I have been in a fight. So
Whoa, so strong.
I'm on my way to Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay.
I am going to Chuck E. Cheese, and I never go to Chuck E. Cheese, and I'm going with my mom. I can't remember why I was going to Chuck E. Cheese. Maybe I did something good. Mom was like, "You know what? Let's go to Chuck E. Cheese." My mom's not a huge fan of Chuck E. Cheese, but I guess I was kind of talking it up. So I'm really looking forward to cheese. And there's like rides there, and like I'm really excited to go. And I get there, and my mom normally she just like would be off in some chair and like just watch me play or whatever. And I think like she got a phone call, and then she got a little distracted. And I was riding the dragon, and it was like I don't know what the dragon was doing. Maybe it was like one back and forth.
Uh-huh.
And this kid comes up, and he starts like to pull on my arm, like he starts trying to pull me off the ride. And my mom's on the phone, she's talking to whoever, and she looks over, and I'm on top of this kid and just wailing on him. I'm just
Jesus
pounding-
Oh my
Christ.
God.
pounding him. I am like I'm like my leg. Okay, this sounds gay.
yeah,
I'm
dude, you
I'm
already
like-
said pounding.
I'm-
You said
I'm
I'm on
like-
top of him.
on
I'm-
top of
you were
him,
pounding on
pounding
top of
the
him.
absolute
You were just
shit
tearing
out of
his
him.
ass
Dude,
up.
I was like kind of straddling him. I was like on top of
Okay,
him,
buddy.
and then I was just okay, not in a gay
Bouncing
way,
up and
but
down.
like I was just pounding it, but I was crying while I was doing it. I was crying while I was being. And it was because this kid
What?
grabbed me by the arm and was pulling me off the ride. So I just got off the ride, jumped on him, and started pounding him.
Dude, you gotta rephrase that.
Pounding is not a good word.
Bro, you said that word like 8 times in the past 30 seconds.
I just kept
Don't-
pounding him, and then I just kept
Don't
pounding.
use it in the cover art.
Oh,
That's the
man.
cover art right
No.
there.
Use it in the
That's
cover
the
art.
cry.
There's so many
It's gotta
good
be a
ones.
cry. It's got to be a crying Michael pounding a
I think I might do us running away from the fucking U-Haul, almost getting ran over.
That's pretty fucking funny. That's pretty good.
I like the idea of just Kane eating a bunch of shrimp crying.
You did this.
I think there has
puking,
to
like,
be
all over his
crying
plate.
involved.
That's
Also,
pretty-
Michael, how old were you? I'm sorry, I missed it. How old were you in the story?
I was probably around like 5 or 6.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
no.
I was 10. He was 3.
no, it was an
Oh, it was
even
my
fight. It
freshman
was
year. It was my freshman year.
I've been like a big kid. Like I've been like a larger kid like all my life.
Roided.
Yeah, dude. I've been in the gym since birth.
Oh wait, you know what? Speaking of altercation, I just want to tell this story. I've told this story a lot,
Go
but
ahead.
this is one of my favorite stories. Back when I was playing basketball, there was this kid who was this was sophomore year. He was probably like
Basketball and altercations with you.
he was like 6'4", maybe 6'3", probably like 230, 240.
Is this another one? Because I
Jesus.
think we might have had the other one recorded.
No, this is another one. This is another
Okay,
one.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. And so he was like the only good player on the basketball team, and we were just working him. But he was like obviously the best player, but he was really aggressive, and he was getting into like like bumps with some other teammates. He was like he did like I think he got a technical foul. He was just a dirty player, and so I was on the bench for most of the season. And so we would make fun of players, and we called this dude the Black Shrek. He was ugly, huge, black, strong. So I never played, which I was okay with. But I was like the only football player, and the only thing I was ever good at was like defense. So my coach is like, "Hey, Matt, you're going in." And I was like, "Okay." He's like, I want you guarding him." Obviously
Oh my
not
God.
a fair matchup, but like the coach knew just because like I was one of like the tougher dudes. But just immediately, the first thing that happens is he gets the ball, and I try to like make it a jump ball. I try to grab on it. He like throws an elbow at me, and then just immediately we go chest to chest, and we have to be like pulled back. And that was like the very first play.
There's a
But-
video of that, Matthew.
Yeah,
right?
there's a video.
There's
What?
a video of it. Yeah.
That was the
Yep.
first play I got in.
Damn.
But the funny part is at the end of the game, we whooped them by like over 20 points. But at the end of the game, I'm going back in line. I was laughing. It was kind of funny. But so we're going to shake hands, and I see the dude talking to his coach. And then we're about to run into the locker room because we just won. And then our coach is like, "Hey, Matt and two other people, two people who guarded him." He's like, "Come here." He's like, "The opposing coach just told me that all three of you guys called him the N-word."
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
I was like, "What?" I was like, I didn't
God.
say a word to this dude. I guarded him for 3 minutes, man. You think I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, what's up?" I guarded him for like 3 minutes. Oh my god! And we were like, "Oh, like,
Dude,
Can you
I
find
still
that
haven't
video,
seen the
Matthew?
video.
Because like,
I
'cause we
want to
should
see
use
that video.
yeah, I could
Chave
probably-
was there,
Dude,
right?
There's
wasn't
no
Chave
way.
I
If you,
have no idea.
there's no way if you fucking called him the N-word, he would not have fucking ground pounded
Yeah,
you.
dude, he
fucking-
would have. He would have
salami
picked me up and
slammed
like
you.
threw me.
Jesus.
No, I gotta watch the video, dude. I've heard that story.
So-
Yeah,
I've never
I
seen
could
the
probably
clip.
find the
Okay,
video.
so at the end of it, did he get in trouble or anything, or like what happened?
No, he left and I never saw him again.
Oh, did
And now he's in
whatever?
the NBA.
Jesus. Yeah,
yeah,
coaches
the
are
player's
dirty.
name Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh my god! Did you guys see the Shaquille O'Neal he forgot to switch to his burner account? Did you guys see that?
No.
No? Okay, so you know how like celebrities will do that? They'll make some random account under some random like alias so they can just like tweet and talk like a normal dude without
Yeah.
having like everyone looking at him. So Shaq's like his sons are like really good at basketball and they're getting to be the point where they're like going to college and having like NBA aspirations like in the next couple years.
Mhm.
So they're getting pretty like famous on social media as well. And Shaq forgot to switch to his burner. You guys know who Megan Thee Stallion is?
Yeah.
God, yeah, yeah.
Oh
So
no!
she's doing an Instagram live stream, and Shaq comments on his main account that has like 10 plus million followers. He says, "Watching that booty," and then his son makes a duet of
Are
it
you
and
sure
says,
that
"I
was
see
what
you."
that like?
Yes,
Are you-
yes,
are you
because
sure?
his son's
No, but,
account
like,
made a TikTok duet that said, "I see you, pops."
no, but like, was it an accident? Like, but like,
Dude,
You-
it's Shaq. Maybe
like,
I don't
what
know.
if he was meant to?
Doesn't he
make
have
it?
a wife? Why the fuck would he just say watching that
Yeah,
booty?
well, I
Does
don't
he have a
know.
wife?
He has had a wife, but I don't know if
Oh.
he still does.
Oh,
That's just
man.
weird.
Watching that booty.
How long has the pod been going?
It's been like a whole hour or something.
Yeah,
Like
this
raw
is probably
footage.
a good place to do
You
it.
want to wrap it up now?
I wanted to end
Yeah.
it with a one more Chuck E. Cheese. It's a small one, but let's just say
Let's hear it.
hypothetically, right? Little me, nothing new, but I might have had a girlfriend in Chuck E. Cheese, a temporary one. We were like
It's only one.
the one and only, right? Okay, maybe I've been loyal because let me tell you the story. So I remember I was just in Chuck E. Cheese, and then there was this like. I'm sure she had like wild ass hair. She was probably white. She was like, "Hey, want to be my boyfriend?" I'm like, wow, that's cool, sure. And we were both like 4 or 5 or some shit, right? And then she was like, "Wait for me here," and then I had to wait for her outside the bathroom. And my mom came up to me. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm waiting for my girlfriend." And she just started laughing. She was like on her fucking knees, just laughing her ass
Oh my
off.
god.
I think that might have been the start of my insecurities.
Oh, God.
I'll DM you.
Yo,
That's fucking
that's kind of
hilarious.
sad.
But
Swag.
we never broke up, so waiting a little.
Hey,
Dude, you had a girlfriend longer than anybody.
you got a girlfriend
Long
longer than
distance.
longer than most young adults.
What is
dude.
that?
That's,
14 years?
14-year GF.
Holy shit! Yeah, that really
Um,
wraps about everything we have to talk about today, Mr.
It was a
Conroy.
fun one. It was a
Michael,
good one.
Yeah.
thank you for joining us. That was really fun.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? It has been a pleasure, and if I'm invited, I would be Love to come back.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, too bad
course.
you're not gonna do about it
Too
again.
bad.
Yeah, it was a
We only-
one-time
we only
deal.
talk to people who like pasta.
You know what? I'm just gonna
Yeah.
make my own podcast. I'm gonna compete, and I'm gonna show you who's boss.
Oh yeah, like who's ever gonna watch that? All right. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this podcast.
They
what can
didn't.
I say? Listen, asshole. I don't.
Hey,
I'm in the middle
and
of something.
All right.
make
Go ahead.
sure
Close.
to tune in next week for the holiday special.
Yep, we're making it. It's
Where
coming.
Ben will come out.
Ben comes out of the closet. Question
Will I?
mark.
Won't I? You guys have to watch to find out.